Hi, welcome to the second episode of my vlog series. It is September 11th, 2015. So this week has kind of been a week of ups and downs. So it was really up at the beginning of the week because I was super motivated. Like, since I started this vlog channel and I really want to better myself and be motivated and stay motivated, I was walking a lot. I did a walk every day. I was logging it and really going out and getting around the neighborhood, which has been great. This week has been really good for me nutrition-wise. Like I said, I've been eating really healthily. I've been staying under my calorie goal, and so that has been awesome. But one of the things that kind of shocked me is just on a whim, I stepped on the scale halfway through the week, and after 3 days, I had lost 3 pounds. And I realized that I probably cut too far back on the calories I was consuming and was working out too much. And while it's like, wow, great, 3 pounds in 3 days, it also makes me feel like that's not a healthy way to do this. That's too much weight in too short of a time period to be sustainable. Then the second half of the week ended up being a really big downer. I'm still kind of dealing with it right now. Is I woke up one morning and my eye was bright red. So I went to the doctor and he thinks it's pink eye. And I pretty much spent the next 2 days in bed with my head under the covers. My eye was really light sensitive, and so it absolutely drove me crazy to be out in the sunshine, to be driving anything that wasn't under my covers. I ended up not going on a lot of walks for the second half of this week, and it was really kind of demotivating. I really just didn't feel like doing anything. And so I started thinking about what are some exercises that I can still do when I can't go outside or when I'm just not feeling up to it. What's more of an easy workout that I can work into my life? I go to yoga classes every now and again, but because I'm not the most bendy, stretchy person, I always feel like kind of an idiot because I can't really bend and stretch like all the other people in the class because they're crazy little bendy people. So what I worked on at the end of this week, because I couldn't go outside, I have a yoga DVD that I absolutely love to use. It's just Yoga Fundamentals, and I've been using it for probably about a year, 2 years now, but it's one of those ones that I use once every 2 months. So I'm going to challenge myself to really work on using my yoga DVD more. I'm going to ramp it up because I've realized that if I really want to get good at this, I need to be doing it more regularly instead of doing it once and going, oh, I don't bend well, and giving up and moving on. But this was a great exercise for me this week with my eye because it's a DVD that I've memorized at this point. And so I'm able to close my eyes, turn off the lights, and just do yoga, which has been really nice. So I'm still not very bendy, but I'm going to really work on doing more yoga and doing it 2, maybe 3 times a week and finding out what the results are. I recorded the yoga that I did earlier this afternoon because I just want to show you guys a starting point. Maybe there's other people out there who are struggling with not being as flexible or as bendy or not being as good at what they want to do as I am. And that's something that I constantly struggle with. I want to run, but I'm not a good runner. I want to do yoga, but I'm not flexible. I want to surf, but I don't know how. And that's my challenge for myself with this vlog and all of you guys out there is to take things that maybe you're not so good at and that you've given up on or have just never tried because you're worried about it and really go out there and do it. So with yoga, I don't try as hard as I could because I feel like I'm not very flexible, which kind of seems ridiculous because if I did it more, I'd be better at it. I also am not a very good runner, and so I just want to work my way up to it. And like they say, the more you practice, the better you get. And so that's my challenge for myself is to really stick with things and try and become the best that I can be. I'm going to be trying out a lot of different workout programs and finding what workouts I enjoy. So I might only be doing things once or twice. If you don't like it, don't stick to it. But if you're really dedicated to improving yourself in that area, stick with it and let's do this. So every week I am coming up with new goals and new things that I want to achieve through this. And one of the things that yoga I'm really hoping will help me with, and a few other exercises that I want to add in, is first of all my arm. I broke my elbow about 2 years ago now, and I've never been able to fully extend it since then. So I can only get to about 20 degrees before my arm just stops going out forward. So I really want to fight and work to make it extend all the way. That's something that I really want to focus on, and I'm hoping that yoga, by doing like the downward dog pose and stretching and really pushing my arms to the limits, will help me get that extension back. So I've also been doing push-ups to help with that, and I've been doing some pull-ups, which are really difficult with my arm like that. So I'm just slowly working in. I do like maybe 1 or 2 pull-ups a day, maybe 10, 15 of like wall push-ups, where I put my arms against the wall and do push-ups, so it's not as intensive, but I'm still getting the workout on my arm. So I'm hoping that that is going to be one of the things that yoga helps me with, and I'm going to be looking for other things that can help me with that goal. The other goal that I'm hoping that yoga helps me with is my posture. I was watching the yoga video that's at the end of this, and I realized that my slouching is really bad, and I've noticed it on a day-to-day basis, but my stomach kind of hangs out because of it, and my posture is really bad, and it makes my back hurt, and there's all sorts of issues that come with it. My shoulders hurt, my back hurts, my stomach hurts, my stomach is flabby because of it. I don't look nice. I look like a little hunched over lump of a thing. And so I'm hoping that by getting that focus every now and again throughout the week I remind myself on a daily basis, stand up straight, sit up straight, but it can be difficult. And so I'm hoping that by having that yoga to help me really, focus on having good posture, lifting the heart, like relaxing the shoulders, will really help me internalize better posture, so that throughout the day I have to remind myself less and less. So those are my 2 things that I'm adding this week to my goals, is posture and helping my arm straighten. One of the reasons that I'm including my arm in these goals is that I've been watching a lot of American Ninja Warrior recently, and there was a guy on this season who had a really inspirational story about starting to walk again after having a really bad accident when he was in the military. And it really inspired me to realize that I can get my arm back out to straight extension. I've kind of been laxing on it the past 2 years. The doctor said that the time frame is really past for that, and it made me feel like it wouldn't happen. And watching his story, I realized that if I put in the time and the effort, it will. My arm will straighten again, and I need to be the driving force in making that happen. This is my yoga for the day. I'm going to count this as sort of a starting point so that I can look back at it in maybe a year or 2 and see where I started.